Hey guys, New here, and I'm here to read chapter 10 of the Ben fan fiction. So I'm going to continue reading this chapter, and I also quite like this chapter. It's so funny. It's called Dress Up with Sally. Yeah, I'm only gonna read the interesting topics, the interesting chapter titles that I can read. So yeah, I don't want to kind of dwell on that. So chapter 10, Dress Up with Sally. Time skip. I knew I shouldn't have come, I thought to myself as my eyes twitched and pulled and put on the best fake smile I could. You look okay. Girly face on. You look so beautiful, Violet. I stood in front of the mirror, staring at myself, almost crying. My blue hair in two pigtails tied in pink ribbons. I had in the reddest blush you could ever imagine, and somehow she made my face even whiter than it already was, which I thought was impossible. Oh, but that's not the worst part. I had the pinkest dress I have ever seen. It was so sparkly it made my eyes hurt. I almost threw up in my mouth, but I fake smiled over to Sally and said, It's beautiful, Sally. Thank you so much. She blushed and smiled, giving me a big hug. I smiled and hugged her back. Suddenly her face changed from happy to sad. I miss Samantha, she said, looking up. I miss Samantha. She looks just like you. Look just like her, she said in a tiny voice that sounded like she was on the verge of tears. I pulled her into a long hug. You know, Sally, no one needs to cry anymore. Mommy's in a better place, and she wants us to keep smiling just for her, I said, stroking her back. She sniffled and wiped her tears away and smiled a weak smile. For Mommy, she said. I smiled back at her. For Mommy. Sally sighed and pulled away from me, smiling. I usually play with Jeff, but you're actually really fun, Violet, she said. I giggled, picturing Jeff in a sparkly pink dress. It's my pleasure, Princess Sally, I said as I bowed. All of the sudden, the door opened to reveal Ben, staring wide-eyed at me. I can explain, I said, panicking. He just stared at me, not smiling or laughing. Then he spoke up. I don't know whether to find this hilarious or scary. I looked down, embarrassed. Doesn't she look beautiful? Sally squealed. Ben scratched his head. Oh, yeah, definitely, he fake smiled. Asshole, I mumbled under my breath. Just this person this proves you can make something so beautiful even more beautiful, Sally. Good job, he said, giving her a thumbs up. I don't know whether I should take that as a compliment or an insult. I glared at him, crossing my arms. He winked at me, then left. I blushed as red as a blush already planted on my face. What the hell is wrong with me? I thought to myself, touching my face. Sally stared at me, smiling that creepy smile again. I shrugged and backed away. What? She then ran up to me singing some dumb song she made up. Ben and Violet are in love. Violet and Ben are in love. They are going to make Violet and Ben babies and name them Ben Jr. And if they are girls, they will name them Sally. Lol 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 lol. You like Ben, you like Ben. I blushed and said, hey, knock it off, that's not true. She rolled her eyes and said, sure. Then she ran downstairs singing that song. Sally, I yelled. Sally, I yelled at her. I was about to chase her, but I remembered what I looked like right now. Turn. Now I gave up. I went to my room, then undressed. As the dress hit the floor, a bunch of glitter flew into the air. I coughed and changed back into my clothes I had before and washed the mask off my face. I looked into the mirror. Arguing with myself. You don't like Ben. You don't like Ben. You like Ben. I sighed and finally faced the reality here. As hard as it is to finally admit, I like Ben drowned. And that was chapter 10, and I like that one. Not as much as losing as chapter 22, so hopefully we can get there quickly. That's why I'm uploading 2 videos a day, so I can get there quickly because I really want to read that again. Well, bye guys.